Let's see what this spectacular inlet got for us today. Another long work week. We are here to enjoy a little bit of water, possibly some waves, and the random boats and jet skis. Totally unscripted, unrehearsed, and everything else. A little bit of nature, a little bit of ocean, some rocks, and a handful of boats, and hopefully a couple of great conversations. Pardon me while I finish getting to a seating area. Again, we got some amazing clear water again today. We've had some great weather for the past week. A little bit chilly on Tuesday, but we have recovered and getting back to our normal South Florida self here. Got some planes giving some flybys. Got some yachts in the background. Getting ourselves ready for tomorrow's adventure at Robbie's as well. Feeding those big tarpon down there. We all know this place here is very unpredictable. And anything can happen anytime. Wavy, welcome. How are you? Appreciate you joining in. Gonna hang out here for a little bit. Haulover Inlet. I see a couple of the charter boats out there possibly coming in. Bucky, welcome. My day is getting amazing now with you all joining in and letting go of the work week out here sitting on the water. We're gonna have an amazing time tomorrow too, hopefully. Feeding those big tarpon down there at Robbie's down in Alamorada. It's always a good time. I'm glad you're doing well. I hopefully got an answer for you. I will definitely check it out. I'm gonna screenshot you now. And we'll check it out and give you a follow. What is your channel about? It seems like it has to do with water by the name so far, Wavy. That is the hardest part, is getting started. That's definitely the hardest part for me, was to get started. I appreciate you subscribing to me. I will definitely, as soon as we're over with this, I will check it out. Be on the lookout. Merrick, welcome. It is definitely not cold here today. We're back up in the 80s now, believe it or not. We were down in the 50s. I think it was 48, 49 on Tuesday, and we're back up here. I have never seen a shark here. I have seen manatees, snook, grouper. I know we have sharks. I just have not seen them passing by. I have seen sharks up near Fort Pierce. I've seen them off of the west coast by Fort Myers. 20 degrees. Chief Onion. Wow. I feel for you. I really do. Got Buddy Lee up there. He's burning his wood fire stove. He keep himself warm in that kind of weather. It is incredible how different the weather can be, so close but so far away. This place is beautiful for sure, especially when there's fewer people here. It's quiet. When it gets busy here, it gets a little chaotic with a half dozen radios playing at one time, all different channels. It does get a little exciting here when you get all the boats coming in and out on the weekends. Just hard for me to get here on the weekend. This is actually Miami, Florida at Haulover, world famous Haulover Inlet. We see all the boats crashing through the big waves. 4:17 p.m. here on a Friday. I have been to Australia. It's an amazing place when you get to the remote sections. Sydney and the big cities are very much like Miami. New Zealand, that beautiful, beautiful place there. Got to do a few day tour there by cruise ship. We're only able to go from the middle to the north end, I guess. Auckland, I'm saying that right. It's amazing the different cultures there, how in the middle they were focused on rehabbing everything, restructuring all the islands back to nature. And the further north you got, the more industrial that you get. Great, great people there. I was very fortunate. We were able to fly to Australia and cruise from Australia to New Zealand, and then a week tour of New Zealand. It's definitely a place we're going to go back to again. Auckland, yes. Got ourselves a nice big fishing boat coming in. A little runabout fishing boat coming in. Matt, welcome. Thank you. The one thing we're missing here is the mountains. We do not have mountains here that are natural. Matt, thank you for joining. Wavy is, and this is a calm day here today. We get some days that you've got 6-8 foot seas rolling through this inlet. These little boats try to push through it, and they take waves over the bow all the time. Got a big cabin cruiser, what this is. It's a great boat to head over the Bahamas in. Oh Hawaii is another great place, but no, we're our complete opposite in Hawaii. We are in Miami of South Florida. And tomorrow we'll be heading down to the Florida Keys to go hand feed some great tarpon down at a place called Robbie's down in Alamorada, about a third of the way to Key West. That is always a great time there. Nothing like hand feeding a 120 pound fish. You're a Dolphins fan, you are a very loyal fan. As a local, I guess I gotta be a Dolphins fan. You've got to be a dedicated fan to stay loyal to them. Fishing is great in so many different ways, whether it's challenges or adventure. I usually use fishing as my excuse to get on the water itself. Sometimes do the offshore trolling, other times just on the shallow reefs nearby or right along the shoreline looking for tropical fish. Oh yes, the merino days. Now that was a whole different generation there. Those were the good dolphin days. Wavy, I'll definitely be checking you out soon. Appreciate it. Follow along tomorrow for our tarpon feeding. Probably about 1 or 2 o'clock our time. It's 4:22 now. I know you guys are half a day off. You have a lovely day too, man. Good luck with the channel. This is the great part of Miami here, sitting in traffic. The tarpons do get huge, especially when they get hand fed for 8 to 10 hours a day. And they've got these things trained to just come right to the dock and jump and leap out of the water trying to get the food. Do the best I can. I'm starting to lose some of my screen here. Was not expecting the intense sun this afternoon. Woke up in the low 70s and now we're in the 80s, and I'm trying to shield the phone a little bit. Yeah, it's a good time down at Robbie's. Been doing that every Saturday now for a couple months. And between the fish jumping and the pelicans attacking all the tourists, it's a good time. This guy here, I think this is Liquid IV coming in. One of the charter boats. Oh, got some weather coming in here. Let's see if we get lucky and miss the raindrops. Let's see what we can do to keep this going. I do appreciate y'all joining in here and all the new subscribers and all. I was a little hesitant on doing these Haulover lives, but you all are definitely showing an interest. As long as y'all keep showing interest, I will keep making the effort to come over here. come the beginning of the year, we should be able to start doing some more long format videos, coastal projects and so forth. Small boat kayak projects. It's been a little hectic day to day lately. We might just get lucky with this cloud cover. Got their outriggers out, a day of trolling. So I'd love to do one of these days, get on one of these big charter boats and go out for a day. What's going on? What do we got? The Surf Knot, how are you? Appreciate you joining in. If I can get the sun to stay away for a little bit, I'll be able to see the screen a little better. Yes, Therapy IV. I think they have a few boats in their fleet, and they're ready for daily charters. We're hanging out here at the famous inlet of Haulover, where all the big wave action happens. Enjoying the releasing of the week out here with the waves and the water, fresh air. A little bonus of the boats going by and a few good chats going on. Got another boat coming out. As they come through the sunset. So there is no complete prediction on big waves here. Some of the waves are artificial from the big yachts. You might get lucky and get a big yacht to come through here. Other times it is weather related and ocean related. So the big waves are generally caused nature-wise by the wind blowing water from the ocean into the inlet. At the same time, the tide is going out from the intercoastal way, coming out this waterway, and they counteract each other. So the water is going out, the wind's blowing in, and that causes the big waves. Thank you for enjoying. Oh, we get swells, we get waves, but again, it's all weather, current related. Right now, you can kind of see by the coloring of the rocks, we're at kind of high tide. And actually looks like the current is coming in. So the tide should be coming in. They get more severe as the tide goes out. You actually see some of the smaller boats really struggle with this current here. We had one last week that had a little 4 or 5 horse on the back, a little 8-foot rowboat, and it was everything they had to keep moving forward. Best here is find your clean line and get on top of the water in a safe manner. There's also another place that causes big waves out there. Maybe a quarter mile out, there's like a reef or a sandbar or something there. And because it's shallower there, your big waves off the ocean or your swells off the ocean will make it very turbulent there. I think some of the guys get lucky with their shots because I believe several of them have connections to people in these high rises. So they can sit in their window, check the activity, and come down as needed. But for me, it's a 45-minute to an hour drive, no matter which way I'm coming from. So I don't have that luxury. I just got to gamble each time. But definitely on a Friday, it's a good place to just come hang out. Sapster, welcome. We're at Haulover Inlet of Miami. Very relaxing today. Trying to bring a good end to a week. The drama of the Miami weeks. So we're at the world famous Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. This is where you see all the big waves, the boats crashing through the waves. That's this place here. Let's hope that this dark cloud just is a light sprinkle, not a rain. It's a great place if you're interested in buying a boat to come check them out. That looks like an old Miami Vice boat paint style on there. Definitely not the same boat, but a very similar paint job. Cynthia, I'm glad this is helping you out. I appreciate it. I'll try to keep the motion slow for you. So we're kind of bleeding into doing these on Fridays here at Haulover. On Saturdays, we run down to Alamorada in the Florida Keys, and we go to Robbie's to feed the big tarpon by hand on the boat, on the docks there. Those are our Saturdays, and throughout the week, we play with some AI and some recaps of what's going on from the weekend. Come the beginning of the year, we should start being able to produce some long formats. Some coastal events, some coastal cleanups. We'll be doing kayak upgrades, small boat upgrades, stuff like that. I think we got another one of the therapy IV coming in. So they got a few in their fleet. Curious how many of you are returning viewers to our channel. How many are first-time viewers? Any suggestions on how we can make this a little better for you? We're learning as we go. He is on a mission. Got a date at the bar for sure, or the gas station. It's really amazing how we're able to touch so many lives now with this YouTube live feature. We were chatting with someone in New Zealand a little while ago, last week, Costa Rica. We keep expanding around the world. It's absolutely amazing. No, we got a different name here. See something. Nice old sport fisher. Sea cross. Love that style. So here are some of the artificial waves. Whoa. Imagine if you're just a little jet ski or a little boat coming across that wake. A lot of these people just come out here to go out of the inlet and right back in, just so they've gone through Haulover Inlet. But I've personally known people to come through this inlet and break stringers and other parts of their boat coming through because the waves are so horrible. See, we got beautiful clear water here today. It definitely helps that the tide's coming in. It brings all that fresh ocean water in. Anybody who lives in the South Florida region, this is actually one of the main points that they get aquarium water for all the pet shops. They bring a truck out here, suck the water in out of the ocean at the top of high tide, and then deliver it to the stores or the homes. Amazing weather today. Just a little bit of chop, but nothing extreme. Great for boating. Oh, the sun's messing me up here. Mr. Guy, welcome. That one there is definitely another of the Therapy IV as part of their fishing fleet. You have 2 or 3 of those boats. Sometimes it's like deja vu because you thought you just saw it come through, but it's definitely a different boat. Sometimes on their good fishing days, they'll actually hold their catches up to show what they caught. Just appreciate all our new viewers. Curious through a emoji or something. Even the number 1 if you guys have seen our channel before, or if this is the first time. We do 1 for a first time and a 2 for a repeat viewing. So when you do see the boats hitting the big waves and everything. Those guys are all along that jetty over there. Where are we? This whole jetty, they're lined up. And the drone shots are usually from this side over here on the rocks. Mr. Guy, welcome. Thank you for your first time. Appreciate all the newcomers for sure. So we started doing this on Fridays now here at Haulover in Miami. On Saturdays we go down to Alamorada and we do some hand feeding of the tarpon down there, usually between 12 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Most time it's between 1 and 3. And other random times we do coastal cleanups. We do some generic AI videos during the week just for fun, educational purposes. And other times if we get on a trip, we do live feeds from wherever we're at for the tours we're on or places we find very interesting. Cynthia, absolutely. I hope it makes you feel better. Hope it's taking the pressure away for you. Something else I try to do every once in a while, and I have a few of them up, are like meditation videos of an hour long of beach waves or cruise ship boat wakes. Only done a couple of them, but it's definitely something on my list to continue doing. Actually use them myself sometimes after busy day or some way to just need distraction. Turn on the background noise of the waves and the soft lighting and put you right to sleep. I think we're getting just lucky enough with this storm that's over top of my head. If it can get no worse than this, will be good because it's keeping the phone cool. And not quite raining, but a little drizzle. Got an assortment of stuff coming in now. Another one of the sport fishers. We got a Go Fast boat over here. What are they, maybe Midnight Express? He's got to show off his 2,000 or 3,000 horsepower. Definitely looks like a Midnight Express. There you go. Cynthia, very happy for you. Glad you stumbled across us today. So funny, the clouds almost all the way past me, but the rain is now starting to fall. So weird seeing these big boats with all these outboards on the back. We have done also in the past some live walks over on the west coast of Florida. Morning beach walks on the beaches in the sunrise. Those we try not to talk too much, just enjoy the atmosphere. As we continue to grow this channel, which you all have done tremendously for me so far, once we cross that 10,000 barrier, it'll really get more personalized with some of the viewers and really fine tune where this channel needs to be. I always love watching this point over here. If it'll focus for us, you get some really amazing wave crashes. Got a little better sunset view than last week for sure. Give some people some more idea on where we're at. Just that way, a few miles, is the port of Miami. So that's south of where I'm sitting. And to the north of me, which is behind me, is the port of Fort Lauderdale. So two of your biggest shipping ports are on either side of me. Last week we had 3 or 4 ships that were leaving Miami, but today not a one yet. So they're on a different schedule today. Mesmerizing sometimes to be able to sit here and watch the waves crash around the rocks. I think the coolest animal thing I've seen here was a big manatee that was swimming by one day. It was just cruising right along the coastline there. Really neat to watch. Wavy, you're back. Welcome back, my friend. We got a friend down here. Forgot what he's called, a shearwater maybe? I saw him a minute ago, but he ducked inside the rocks, but now he's out to hang out for a minute. See what his intent is here. If anybody knows what kind of bird that is for sure, it'd be cool to know. He's clucking like a chicken a little bit. He's doing pretty good walking on that slippery rock there. Not sure if he's looking for snails or little fish, or just have a fun time exploring. Water ducks. We got some other ones that are down south that I consider water ducks. They're pretty intelligent. They'll swim behind the boats and get the fish as they get disrupted by the boat movement. This guy's usually up in the mangroves and other shorelines. Save a picture of him for later, see if I can figure out what he was. I think it's a shearwater though. He does have a little bit of Roadrunner look to him. Kingfisher, Cynthia, thank you. Cynthia's telling us a kingfisher, which that sounds pretty close too. We will try to do some research later on. But he's just definitely hanging out here on the rocks with us. I know with some help we figured out the one down at Robbie's was a great egret. Those are pretty cool. They're about 3 feet tall or so. Pure white, long necks. Real classy bird. Plover. That's an oldie there. That boat's got some miles on it. Big old reliable diesel's pushing her through the water. Lady Mitchell. Guarantee you that boat's got some stories to tell. Not a crab boat, a sport fisher type. They even got their smaller outriggers out. They'll go out offshore and they'll troll around for mahi, for wahoo, tuna. Marlin, sailfish. We're actually getting into our sailfish weather, I think, where it starts cooling down and they start migrating through. They'll start all their sailfish tournaments and stuff down here. West Palm Beach all the way down to Key West. It's another fish on my list to catch one day. I got lucky and caught a blue marlin one time, but no sailfish yet. Greater Yellow Lakes. I will definitely have to check that out later. Appreciate it, Mats. West coast of Oregon, wow, completely different weather and everything out there. Like completely opposite corners of the country. I use fishing as my excuse to be on the water. I've done everything from backyard canal fishing to 15 miles offshore, reefs and everything in between, bridge fishing. That windy, rainy fog has got its own element of comfort to it too, though. Make it cozy sometimes, I think. Maybe a little much for every single day, but you can have it's good times. Been very fortunate on some of my fishing trips to have some guys that really, really know the ocean. Be on days be drop fishing for a big snapper, and then same trip catching mahi and tuna. Pauline, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're hanging out here at Haulover Inlet in Miami. Enjoying some downtime here on a Friday afternoon, getting rid of the city craziness. It's like maybe Matt recognizes Cynthia. That to me is even more amazing when these chats can get people to know each other inside. No, we do want to get out to that Northern California and that Oregon area just to check it out. But I know I can't stay too long. I can handle the 100-degree summer days here much better than I can handle the 20s, 30s, and 40s. The big fish jumping out is going to be tomorrow. Make sure you are following along for tomorrow. We'll be down at Robbie's in Alamorada of the Florida Keys. And we're going to be feeding those big tarpon as we do every Saturday. So we're going to have some 40, 50, 100, 125 pound fish jumping out of the water, biting the hands of people and everything. So it's 4:57 p.m. right now here. To help you judge time, I should be down there between 1 and 3 o'clock tomorrow. Can't always time it perfectly just because life happens and traffic happens, but we do my best to get down there about 1 till 3 o'clock. It's a private dock where they started hand feeding these fish, and they have probably 100, 200 of these monster tarpon hanging around the dock by their own choice. They're not captive. Just looking for free food. You even get to hand feed nurse sharks once in a while. Those are pretty cool. They come up to the side of the dock like little puppy dogs and love the handouts. Give this another 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe a little longer if we get more people in here before I go sit in an hour and a half of traffic. That's the joys of the big city of Miami. Traffic, traffic, and more traffic. But this is well worth the sacrifice. And the weather might be changing its mind on me and telling me I need to go sooner. Let's see what this rain does. I think it's a beautiful sky, but we have this trying to dump water on my head. I might get this boat to come through here, and I'll flip the camera around and give everybody a nice thank you for being here with me, and new subscribers, welcome them. I do greatly appreciate all the attention and efforts you guys put into this channel for me. Without you all watching, it's not worth doing. just got inspired to go all of a sudden. That's pretty cool there. I'll tell you, Florida is one of those unique places, being a peninsula, that you can wake up early, catch a sunrise over the ocean with nothing blocking you, drive across the state during the middle of the day and catch a sunset over the ocean with nothing blocking you. It's absolutely amazing opportunities here. Oh yes, the rain is getting more entertaining now. Pardon me for 1 minute while I navigate out of here without slipping on the rocks. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. No falling today. Luckily, this large granite rocks stay nice and dry. Duck under this tree for a minute. We are at Haulover Inlet in Miami. That's what we're trying to do on Fridays now. Just trying to get us a nice break from the chaotic city week. I'll turn around just for a moment here. Hello everybody. Well, thank you all for joining us today. Thanks for the new subscribers. Make sure you're joining in for tomorrow as we go and feed those big tarpon. Hopefully the weather's going to cooperate a little better tomorrow. And we'll continue our adventures together. Thank you all so much. And we will continue to keep doing this as long as you guys show interest. Cynthia, I'm happy for you. You're able to ease some of the pressure in your head. We'll see you all soon. See if we can hang out here for just another few minutes while this storm passes up. But I don't think it's going to. I think I'm gonna have to just get wet. But this is the empty version of the famous Haulover Beach. Once again, thank you, and we will catch you all tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you then feeding the tarpon.